This is a video presentation on multiplying mixed numbers by Mathematically Marcia. Okay, you can't actually multiply mixed numbers. We have to first change them all to improper fractions. And you may have seen in my video on multiplying fractions that a whole number can be changed to a fraction by putting it over 1. Change a mixed number to an improper fraction. Multiply the denominator by the whole number part. So 4 times 1. Add the numerator plus 1 would be 5 over 4. So that was 4 times 1 plus 1. And you keep the denominator the same. All right, now we can start looking for numbers that can be canceled. So we have 2 and 4 can both be divided by 2. Gives me 1. Gives me 2. And that's all that can be canceled. So let's multiply our numerators. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Now let's change this back to a mixed number. 2 will go into 5 2 times with 1 left over. Just to show you again, 2 goes into 5 2 times, and we have a remainder of 1. Again, the denominator doesn't actually change. So that would be 2.5. Okay, let's again take this mixed number, change it to an improper fraction. We're going to do 2 times 3 plus 1 over 2. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And 1/2 is already a fraction. We don't need to change it. Now, we actually don't have anything that can be canceled this time. 7 is a prime number. And 2 is not a multiple of 7. So multiply your numerators. You have 7. Your denominators. 2 times 2 is 4. Now let's change that back to a mixed number. 4 goes into 7 one time, with the remainder of 3. So 1 and 3 over 4. Okay, again, let's change both of these to mixed numbers. So this first one, we have 5 times 3 plus 2 over 5. That would be 17 over 5. Here we have 6 times 4 plus 1 over 6. That would be 25 over 6. And then before we actually multiply, we want to look for anything that can be canceled. Here we have 5 and 25 can both be divided by 5. So 1 and 5. And that's all we can cancel, so we're ready to multiply. 5 times 17 is actually 85 over 6. Now let's go back to a mixed number. 6 goes into 85. Go to 8 one time, and then it'll go into 25 4 times, with the remainder of 1. That would be 14 and 1 over 6. Okay, this time we only have 1 that needs to be changed. We leave 1/3 like it is. And then 2 times 7 plus 1 over 2. And that would be 15 over 2. Now looking for things to cancel, we have the 3 and the 15 can both be divided by 3. So that becomes 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. That gives us 5 over 2. And then to change it back to a mixed number, 2 goes into 5 2 times, the remainder of 1. So 2 and 1/2. Okay, let's change 1 1/2 to a mixed number first. So you have 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2. And that would be 3 over 2 times 3 times 2 plus 2 over 3. And that would be 8 over 3. Now let's look for things we can cancel. We have the 3 and the 3 here, which both become 1. And then 2 and 8 can both be divided by 2. So this becomes a 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now we're ready to multiply. On the numerator, 1 times 4 is 4. In the denominator, we just have 1 times 1. So anytime you have a number over 1, you can take the 1 off because 4 divided by 4 is still just 4. And it is important to simplify that and not leave it as 4 over 1 when you don't need to. All right, we have a group of 3 numbers here again. Remember, we can multiply a whole bunch of numbers all at once when we have fractions. But we do need to change them all to improper fractions instead of mixed numbers. So 4 times 3 plus 3 over 4. That would be 17 over 4. Then 2 times 1 plus 1 over 2. And that would be 3 over 2. And then 3 times 2 plus 2 over 3. And that would be 8 over 3. Now let's start looking for things we can cancel. We can do 3 and 3. Both become 1. You have 4 and 8 can both be divided by 4. That's 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now remember, the 8's gone. It's crossed off. We can't use it anymore. But we can use the 2. So we have a 2 and a 2, which both cancel to 1. So multiply your numerators. You have 17 times 1, which is 17. Multiply the denominators. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And again, we have a number divided by 1, or 17 divided by 1, so it's just 17 simplified. Okay, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button below and share your comments, questions, thoughts, requests for future videos in the comments section. And please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. And thank you for watching.